got fat and gay, coming to you live with some Q's and A's. If you have some problems, then all you gotta do is ask dear Flabby, where the fuck are you?
Hello, sir.
Hi.
All
How you
right.
doing today?
I'm doing fucking great.
Awesome.
We've got, we are in episode 7 of our 42-part Dear Flabby.
Only 42 parts?
If you have a question and you would like us to answer it, go to who'srightpodcast.com, click the link that says Dear Flabby, and submit your question. Whew, that sounded professional. I'm getting pretty good at this.
I know, right? You should get a job in radio.
Coming at you, Dear Flabby. All right. Ham and Flabby. Or Flabby and Pickle. All right. You want to just jump into this?
Yup.
Okay.
Let's get right into it.
Dear Flabby, I haven't seen a baby pigeon in 10 years of living in New York. Are pigeons a ploy by the CIA to spy on us? If so, why? Also, can you send me a picture of your mouth, Anthony?
Wait, what?
Just
No,
answer him.
That's it? That no like reason why they would want that?
I don't.
Is it a girl?
Yes.
Is it really?
Yeah. You can send it to Brian@gmail.
Okay. It's a weird name for a girl, but all right.
Who are you to judge?
Nobody.
Okay.
So
baby-
I have heard that rumor for God, even since I was in high school, that there are no such thing as pigeons. There's not. That's not even a real thing. That they are created by the CIA as like spy drones, basically.
What the fuck are you talking about? Like, I have never heard this ever.
Seriously?
No.
It's been circulating at least since I was in high school.
Mike Tyson raised pigeons. Are you saying he works for the CIA?
Yes, I am. That was great. Yes, Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson's a CIA plant. That's obvious. I mean,
So this is as stupid as the water making the frogs gay or whatever the fuck it was that Alex Jones was talking about.
no. This is stupider because there is a chance that there are chemicals in the water that will make frogs gay. There is zero chance that pigeons don't exist. I'm not saying I believe it. I'm not saying it's likely, but there is at least some chance. You don't think there's a chemical that can make frogs gay?
No, I don't.
How would you know? CIA propaganda's got you.
Okay, so if he's been living in New York, she's been living in New York for 10 years and never seen a baby pigeon.
Uh-huh.
He didn't go into detail if he's ever seen a pigeon. So like maybe baby pigeons just stay up on the fucking roof or something.
Don't pigeons go in nests, right? Don't they just stay in the nests until they fly away and then they're not babies anymore? I mean, that seems pretty obvious, right? So how many times have you seen a baby bird ever? Any baby bird?
I see him all the time.
What, you go rooting through nests or what?
No, you've never seen a baby bird?
Well, of course, dead on the sidewalk.
Well, yeah, but you still seen a baby bird. You know they exist.
Yeah, I know pigeons exist too. I know baby pigeons exist too. But
if you've never seen one, then how the fuck do you know?
Look, the water is turning the frogs gay, okay?
We're just going to go with that. I don't want to talk about pigeons anymore.
I can't believe you've ever heard the rumor about pigeons not being real and being, there's even I've seen diagrams of the inside of a pigeon, how it's a machine and that the two eyes are cameras and it's got microphones. I mean, this shit's detailed.
Can we move on?
Sure, why not?
Is your official stance that pigeons are drones?
I believe that, yes.
Okay.
But only because I'm like 3 levels smarter than most people. You know what I mean?
Fuck, I'm already done with this. Dear Flab and Flabbier, recently a female acquaintance of mine came over to study with me when my parents went out, which meant we had the house to ourselves. After we binged Netflix, she got super horny and said she wanted to fuck. We decided to do it in my room. We started by her getting on my lap and mounting on my dick, to which she bounced on it like she was riding a mechanical bull. I was so hypnotized by her that I almost didn't notice the door had cracked open a bit, and then suddenly I felt something sloppily licking my balls. I realized that immediately it was my dog, Chloe, licking my family jewels. The sensations of her tongue fondling my nuts and my girlfriend hopping on my shaft together was overwhelming. But before I had any time to react, however, I felt a surge of steaming hot white olive oil coming out of me and into my girlfriend. After I came inside her, she freaked out because I wasn't wearing protection, and now she is panicking about getting pregnant. I don't know whether to be scared of the possibility of getting my girlfriend pregnant or ashamed that my dog's tongue made me came.
Yes.
Oh, you'll talk for hours about fucking pigeons. This guy face fucked his dog, and you're just going to say yes?
Yeah, he asked a simple question. The answer is yes. You should be ashamed that you got your girlfriend pregnant and embarrassed, or whatever the other word was that you used, that your dog got you off.
Have you ever gotten a blowjob from a dog?
No.
Yeah, me neither. Because that'd be weird.
That would be weird. I mean, I kind of rubbed it around his face a little bit, but I didn't put it in. I mean, her face. Sorry, I'm not gay.
Yeah, I'm not gay. Okay, so I don't think that this is as big a deal as this person is making it sound.
Really?
Yeah, I don't think it's that uncommon for somebody to come in, for a dog to rush in when you're in the throes of passion.
And run up and lick your nuts real quick.
Yeah, I mean, as far as that goes, you can just, like, if you give your dog an extra treat or something, you'll forget about it. And then you can also abort the baby.
Yeah, I would get your girlfriend tested to see if her snatch smells like peanut butter. That's all. That's all. I'm assuming that's what happened.
Somehow still blame it on the girl.
Right. That's the point. It's her fault.
You and your peanut butter pussy can get the fuck out of here. Oh boy! All right.
You didn't even call me out. You didn't even call me out on that. I said you should get her tested to see if her snatch smells like peanut. How do you test for that?
The smell test.
I'm gonna stick my fingers in there and see if it smells like peanut butter. It just, as I said it, I didn't even think about it, but it just registered. How the fuck you test for a fucking peanut butter? Moving on.
I feel like we need to solve this. Okay. If you smear jelly on it, and then you eat it and it reminds you of your childhood, it's her problem.
Wait. Yep, that sounds like her problem.
Dear pussy ass bitch and Flabby, when will you all fuck each other on stream? We already did, and you can find that right underneath the Beastie Boys episode.
Right. That was a good one. It's one of my favorite episodes.
Oh, fuck. Dear Flabby, no physical interaction with SCP-106 is allowed at any time. All physical interaction must be approved by no less than a 2/3 vote from O5 Command. Any such interaction must be undertaken in AR2 maximum security sites after general non-essential staff evacuation. All staff, research, security, Class D, etc., are to remain at least 60 meters away from the containment cell at all times, except in the event of breach events.
Okay.
That's it. Are you good with that?
What exactly is a breach event? That sounds slightly sexual.
God, that one message just fucking drained me. Dear Flabby, when you guys were talking about the flat earth shit in the last episode, it really struck a chord with me because I too have a friend that fell victim to the flat earth conspiracy. She saw this YouTube video recently about a black swan or something, and she was convinced that we basically live on a pancake. For the record, I watched that video and it explained absolutely nothing, so it blows my mind that these flat earth arguments are even able to convince anybody. In your last Dear Flabby episode, you guys basically said that just stop being friends with someone who's so stupid. But the problem with that advice is the fact that this flat earth bullshit is becoming increasingly popular, especially among people in their late teens to early 20s. I'm in that age range. So I already know quite a few people who are buying into this. How should I deal with this? I'm beginning to feel increasingly hopeless about the fact that I live in a world of such stupidity.
Okay. So let's say that me and you are friends. We've been friends for, I don't know, 5 years or whatever. And then I come to you one day and I say, you know what? I believe the earth is flat. And you say, no, I don't think it is. And I say, yeah, I think it is. And then, okay, cool. So what do you want to talk about? Like, why would you not want to be friends with somebody, or why would that change your opinion of them? Why does that make any difference whether they believe the earth is flat or not flat?
We already talked about this. I told you I could not be friends with somebody who thinks the earth is flat. That means if somebody is that fucking stupid, I can't trust anything else that they say. And if I can't trust anything else that they say, there's no point in me talking to them. There's no point in me talking to them. There's no point in us being friends. If we're not going to be friends, we're not going to watch each other jerk off anymore. It's plain and simple.
Doesn't that make you the stupid one?
Okay, I don't care. I'm just telling you. I don't care if it makes me stupid, ignorant.
It does.
It doesn't, though. It makes.
I don't care. It doesn't, though.
It doesn't make me
does.
stupid because you think the earth is flat.
Okay, let's leave out the part about the earth being flat. Let's just say I believe something that is kind of dumb.
Like what?
Doesn't matter.
It does matter.
It doesn't.
It most certainly does matter.
It does not.
It's not black or white, Anthony. Anthony, not everything is always black and white, okay?
There's a little Mexican in there sometimes.
There's always shades of yellow.
So you're wrong. If I believe something that is completely stupid and completely harmless and affects your life, so what if we were friends for 30 years and 50 years or whatever? I'm on my deathbed. Oh, by the way, Doug, the earth is flat. And like you just wasted your last 50 years of being my friend because I believe something that's dumb.
I am positive that in 50 years' time, you would have said something that would have tipped me off that you're that fucking stupid.
But that's a different argument. You're making a different argument. You're saying one belief is proof.
Give me an example of something else that is comparable, and I'll tell you if it passes my peanut butter smell test.
Okay, I am a devout Christian.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't be friends with you.
I'm a devout Christian who never, ever, ever talks about it. But that's my belief that I hold dearly to myself. But I don't ever bring it up to you. I don't talk about it. I don't try to push it on you. I just believe it myself.
Then how did I find out? Because this is important.
I told you. I just told you. I just said, yeah, I believe in Jesus Christ, and I believe that He died for my sins on a cross, and then He came back 5 days later, or whatever whatever they believe.
It depends. It
depends. So that isn't stupid, but the fucking flat Earth is. Oh my god!
It would depend on the tone of your voice when you told me.
Now I'm starting to understand. So the Earth is flat. How about that? Is that better?
How many people are you friends with that believe that the Earth is flat?
None that I know of.
All right, I rest my case. Moving on.
Such a stupid argument. I forgot what the question was. What?
I don't even know that we helped. Hold on. How should I deal with this? I'm beginning to feel increasingly hopeless about the fact that I live in a world of such stupidity.
You shouldn't deal with it. You should just not worry about it. She's your friend, or he's your friend, or whatever it was. Just be friends with them and like gently nudge them in the direction of being less stupid. Like, the Earth's not flat, right? And
okay. So that's what you do then? You're giving advice that you don't even fucking believe.
What do you mean?
So I know that you know people that believe in Jesus Christ. Right. You gently nudge them like, there really isn't an Easter bunny.
Yeah. If the conversation comes up, yes, I will say I don't believe in Jesus Christ. I mean, yes, if the conversation goes that way.
Do you say I don't believe in Jesus Christ and you shouldn't either?
I mean, if the conversation goes that way, I suppose.
Do you?
I mean, no, I don't know that I ever have. I don't know.
Okay, so don't give that advice. If you're comparing our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ to the earth being flat,
I am.
you
They're the same, literally the same thing.
have we ever talked about flat Jesus?
Nope.
It just popped into my head.
Lord and Savior Flat Jesus.
It just popped in my head, and I wasn't sure if we've ever talked about flat Jesus or was it something I just made up.
I think we're onto something here. I think we can start just mashing things together. Flat Earth and Jesus, we're mashing them together, and we're making our new conspiracy theories. God, we could come up with. There's so many we could come up with.
Flat Jesus makes the frogs gay.
Right. Oh shit.
I hope that helped. Okay, moving on. Dear Flabby, what do you think of Bill Hicks? Didn't we just talk about Bill Hicks in the after show?
I think so. Just for a few minutes, I guess. I don't know a lot about Bill Hicks. If I just listen to his stand up, it's not super like hilarious, but his social commentary is pretty good. I mean, but
he's no Gallagher.
No, exactly. I mean, I wouldn't put him up there with Gallagher or Carrot Top, but you know.
Oh, dear Flabby. Nope, sorry. Dear bitch baby. Is it gay to like girls? They literally suck dick, and it is gay, and is gay to save your cum in jars and store them in a cabinet and hope a guest doesn't open. Asking for a friend. Okay, so I'm going to translate. Is it gay to like girls because they literally suck dick?
No.
Yes.
Because they're girls.
No.
Okay. Unless they're sucking boy dick or girl dick. Girl dick. Boy dick. Whatever. I'm so confused.
Okay. What? I can't even think of the fucking phrase. So girls are a social construct, right?
They don't really exist.
I hope that helped. I don't know if you know this or not, but I'm now woke. Okay.
Oh, God damn it. Fuck.
It happened since Wednesday.
Sucks. God damn it. That sucks.
So I am now widely
available.
No, just widely.
Perfect.
I'm going to go out of my way to make sure that I don't offend anybody ever anymore.
That's good. I think that's a good thing. The world will be a better place because you kept your fucking mouth shut. Fatty.
Okay.
Okay.
Fuck. Dear Flabby, there's a train owned by Hillary Clinton full of medical supplies and child sex slaves being trafficked that is running to a hospital and a whorehouse. But there's a problem. A bunch of protesters are standing on the track, and they're both 10 million Republicans who want to reopen the economy no matter what the cost. Knows what Hillary has a bunch of kidnapped children on a train, and the entire Black Lives Matter organization who want to derail the train because the conductor is a volunteer white police officer and they are trying to dismantle the railroad business. Did you get that? I'm not repeating it. Just say yes.
Yes, I think so.
You could pull a lever to divert the train to another track and save many lives, but then the protesters will attack you and the Hillary's train will successfully transport the sex slaves. What do you do?
Yeah. No.
I'm going to go with yes.
So it depends on what kind of medical supplies. I mean, what if somebody needs those?
What nationality were the sex slaves?
That's very important. So, I mean, if we're talking about just like,
can you translate it? I don't know what the fuck he said.
There's a train heading with medical supplies and sex slaves.
Okay, there's one train with both of those things on it?
Yes.
Okay.
And it's heading for Black Lives Matter protesters because they're protesting on the tracks for some reason. And you can pull the lever and save the protesters, but then the protesters will attack you, and the train will drop off its payload. I used that correctly. I don't know why you're laughing.
I'm changing my answer to yes. That's fine. You got anything else to add to that?
I don't. Is there anything else to add to that? That's where do people come up with these questions?
Where did people go to fucking English class? That was all one sentence. Like
that was no comma to be found.
I feel like there could have been a lot less words used that could have got us to have a conversation about something. But
so maybe people should be less worried about sex slaves on a train and more concerned with paying attention in school. I think that's like a lot of what's going on here.
So let's say I really wanted to stop this train.
Mm-hmm.
Where could I go get on it? I mean, stop it. Where could I go stop it?
Where can I stop this train?
I need to stop this train because I want to get off.
you gotta get your ticket
That was
from
good,
that.
man.
That was funny.
I need a bell.
Yeah, fucking one of the little triangles. So you got to get your ticket from that Wayfair place. They send you a cabinet and it's got a ticket in it for the train.
Dear Flabby, I listen to the show and hear Anthony's odd ideas that make me want to go full diving board into the fryer. How do I hear more of Anthony's ideas and actually discuss with him to take me off the ledge?
What ledge?
What?
So wait, you want to jump into a fryer? That doesn't make any sense. Why do people get so mad about the things that I say? I don't understand. All I do is speak the truth.
Because you're 3 levels smarter than everybody else.
Right. All I do is speak the truth as I see it.
Okay, but what he says is he listens to the show and your odd ideas make him want to jump into a fryer. Then he follows it with, how do I hear more of Anthony's ideas and actually discuss with him to start a show with him?
Yeah, start a show. Start a show with me. Try it. I dare you.
You want me to send him a message at patreon.com/who's right.
Right. Send me a message. We'll talk about jumping you into a fryer, and we'll go from there. I don't know. It all depends on what stupid ideas we're talking about, because different people get mad at me for different things that I say. So I never know.
All right. Dear Flabby and Doug.
Nice.
That's my favorite. I'm almost 7 months in on my pregnancy. Do you know any DIY methods for an abortion? I've searched far and wide and tried many different methods to no avail. Any suggestions would be much appreciated. P.S. What chess pieces are best for making a makeshift butt plug?
The pawn. Duh. That's easy.
The king.
It's
got the little fucking French tickler on the end of it.
No, the pawn. My
No,
butthole's way
the
too
pawn's
tight
small.
for anything other. Yeah, my butthole's too tight for anything but the pawn.
No.
Okay. The horse then.
I was gonna say you're either a rook or a knight. DIY abortion methods. Ajax? I don't know.
Did you say Ajax?
I can't imagine that it would be helpful, like for sustaining a pregnancy.
You mean drink it?
Yeah.
Mix it with a little bit of fruit juice and you'll be good to go. So, isn't the coat hanger like tried and true method? I mean, isn't that how they always do it? Or do they even make wire coat hangers anymore? They had to
You
stop.
could still use a plastic one.
Oh, that would hurt.
Use one of the hotel ones with the clippies on it.
Perfect.
Do you think that like all nationalities can be aborted with a wire coat hanger?
Which ones couldn't?
Like Japanese, like the little fucking ninjas, they could.
They'll bend that shit into a star and throw it back at you.
Hadouken!
Oh shit.
Just a thought.
Yeah, just a thought. I would go with the coat hanger method, or have somebody push you down the stairs. That always seems to work too. Or Doug and I can pay somebody to mug you and punch you in the stomach, I guess.
No, that's murder.
Is it?
Yes,
I didn't say kill her. I said punch her in the stomach so she doesn't have a baby.
right, to kill the baby. Kill.
Jesus
Murder.
Christ, whatever.
Wait a minute. I'm woke. It's her right
It's her
to choose. It's her body.
Yeah, we're giving her the choice of being punched in the stomach.
That's just a fucking parasite that's sucking off of her nutrients.
Right.
Kill that son of a bitch. But also, it's murder.
Can't you get an abortion at 7 months, or is that like way too late?
I don't know.
I mean, I don't know either. I don't know what I'm never going to have an abortion, so I don't know what the abortion laws are.
Is it? Fine, I'll look it up.
Is 7 months it depends on what state she lives in. God, I hope
late
this is a she.
can you get an abortion? The most basic answer in most states, abortion is an option up to 24 weeks. So yeah, it'll be fine.
24 weeks. 4 weeks.
24 is bigger than 7, so she's fine. She's still got plenty of time.
Perfect.
Okay, what is the latest? No, I think that's how far along can you be to get an abortion? I don't want to talk about abortion. All right. Dear Flabby, today I bring you a genuine question.
All right.
Well, thank you for the preemptive text.
I appreciate that.
When I was about 12 years old, I was waiting to be picked up from school, and I waited so long outside that eventually nobody was really around anymore. I was on the curb waiting, and a man drove up to the curb and asked if I needed a ride. I said no. He didn't seem like an axe murderer or kidnapper, but it was a work van. I never told anyone about this because I didn't want my parents to be scared for me or anything. Should I have come clean, or does it just not matter? Do you think I would have does it if I said yes? The neighborhood isn't terrible, but it's not good either. Thanks.
So,
Fuck.
okay, here's the story. When I was 12 years old, literally nothing happened. That's the whole story. Like, see, somebody
No,
saw you
so-
and asked
so-
if you needed a ride. That's literally a non-story.
So where you're wrong. Okay, so when I was a young lad,
Uh-huh.
I was outside playing with them pants. I used to wear them funny pants that only knickers. I was playing with my knickers.
All right. Okay.
I don't even know. I don't know why. It's just
Yeah, just playing with your knickers.
how can I crowbar this new word in?
It's not a new word.
Anyway, so I remember this very, very vividly. I was probably second grade.
Okay.
I know I wasn't past third grade.
Okay.
And van pulled up, same thing. Hey kid, why don't you come in? Your mom told me to come pick you up. The whole spiel, just like they prepped me.
All right.
And I did what any masculine young man would do. Ran home crying.
Anybody wearing knickers would do. Ran home crying.
But so I think I understand where this guy's coming from, because it's traumatic to think, okay, could I have had a better life had I went with this guy?
All right, cool. I was gonna call you out on calling it traumatic, but you saved it. So is that really what happened in your case? Like he said, "Hey kid, you need a ride," and you're just like, "Ah," and ran away.
Pretty much, yeah.
God, you're a pussy. Why didn't you just say no? I'm good.
I should have said yes. I was like three doors away from my house. Wrong direction.
It's like, Mom, I'm going with this guy. And he's like, fuck, kid, you just ruined it. Yeah, I would say, let me get back to the question. I would say you nothing. That was literally a non-story. Nothing happened. There's no need to think about it or even tell.
You're
what's
wrong.
to tell.
You're wrong.
No.
He should become a public speaker.
Now that I agree with. You should go to people's workplaces and teach like safety, kid safety or whatever. Or take it the other way. Buy yourself a van and try to pick up kids.
Wait, you've got this experience. You've got this
Right.
behind the scenes knowledge.
Right. So if you get caught,
what if he would have spoke up now or when it happened? He could have saved some other kid from getting abducted. But he
Or-
chose to keep the information to himself.
or he could have just some guy that was trying to be nice and give this kid a ride gets fucking harassed and called a pedophile. That's why the lesson to this story is never be nice to anybody ever.
No, you're wrong. The lesson is if you're going to stop to give a kid a ride, put on a ski mask so he can't ID you.
Right. Right.
And I have also heard that you might want to disable the locks in your car.
My that reminds me of
It stops anybody else from getting in to try to take the kid.
It reminds me of To Catch a Predator when they would get the guys at the house and they're like, I was just trying to keep the kid safe. I didn't want something bad to happen. I came over here to save him.
Dear Flabby, who came first, Flabby or the ham and pickle? Ham and pickle.
Ham and pickle. That's old news, man.
Dear Flabby, if I jack off on the clock at work, is that technically prostitution? Like if he jerks off right on the time clock?
On the clock? Yeah, that's kind of weird.
I'm committing a sexual act and getting paid for it, so by definition, that should be considered prostitution, right? Okay, so if you jerk off at work, are you a prostitute? No.
No.
No, you're a felon.
You're a felon. It's a felony to jack off at work.
So prostitution is the exchange of money for sexual favors.
Right.
And if you jerk off, your boss doesn't know that you're jerking off.
You're not doing him a favor.
That's not part of the exchange. He probably expects you
Not to jack off.
Yeah,
Explicitly.
I bet it's probably in your workers' rules or whatever.
Workers' rules. We
Hey,
had to put that in our policy.
Is there anything in the new employee handbook about not jerking off?
It only says that you're not allowed to jerk off in the bathroom. Other than that, you're good to go.
Dear Flabby, I have a dog that happens to be a boy, and I love him very much. Is it gay if he sleeps with me in my bed at night? No.
I think so, yeah. You slept with a man. Is there any other way to put it? You slept with a man.
What if the dog identifies as a female dog?
Then you're good to go. Everything's good again.
Okay, so just put a bow on your dog and you'll be fine.
Yep.
God, it's hard being woke.
The struggle is real, man.
Okay, so if I'm woke,
Uh-huh.
am I supposed to be for Black Lives Matter or for everybody's life mattering?
Oh, God, you're against everybody's life mattering. You're for Black Lives Mattering.
Okay,
Got it?
got
You
it.
got to keep, that's like the number one rule of woke.
I thought the number one rule was you had to tell people your pronouns when you meet them.
No, that's number two. That's rule number two. The first rule of being woke is you have to talk about being woke all the time.
Got it. So I'm super woke. So my slogan is their lives matter or they them matter.
They, them, whatever pronouns they use, lives matters.
Even the Z's and the czars or whatever.
The Z's and the czars.
Dear Flabs, if you're taking a fat shit and it comes halfway out of your asshole and for some magical reason your body stops pushing and slurps the shit back into your asshole, is that gay because you're getting a phallic-shaped object shoved up your ass? Or is it not gay because it's your own shit and the whole damn question is dumb as fuck?
Only
Again, that was one sentence.
again, if you take a shit and it goes back up your ass and then you come, you're gay.
But if you don't come, you're not gay.
Right. Well, if you get hard, I guess you're gay. You don't even have to come. If you get hard, if you go and your dick gets hard, like you're gay. That's how it works.
Okay, so if a guy fucks you in the ass and you don't get hard, then you're not gay.
I mean, yeah, no, because what if the guy's just not attractive looking? You know what I mean? Like he's just not a good looking dude, and you know. You
Okay,
look
so-
back and
okay,
you're like,
so
"Ew,
if-
that guy's nasty." So
If a California 7 fucks you in the ass and you don't get hard, you're still not gay.
right,
Okay, got it.
right, yep. California 7.
Somebody needs to write this shit down. It's so
Uh-huh.
actually it should be you since they're your rules. Oh, I love when it starts with this. Dear Flabby, hey guys, I apologize in advance for the lengthy message. So what's your thoughts?
All right. Is it a sex question? Because the answer is yeah, you're gay.
All right, just stop me when you think you have enough to
Okay.
answer.
All right.
All right. Hey guys, I apologize in advance for the lengthy message, but this is something that's been on my mind for a while, especially recently. I would love it if you guys could give it a detailed response. Back when I was in high school, we were reading some short story in English. I was reading the story aloud for the class. It was a story by William Faulkner, so naturally the N-word was in it. And well, I said it as I was reading. That's all that happened. I didn't call attention to it or make fun of it or do anything that could be construed as disrespectful. Later that day, and for several days after that, a few white classmates of mine started telling me that I'm a racist for what I did and that I'm a horrible person. They apparently got a group of their friends to start messaging me online to kill myself because I'm worthless or something. Now, 99.9% of the time, I apologize when I offend someone, even if I don't agree with why they got offended. After all, it's not my place to decide whether or not someone is allowed to be offended by something I did. How? You want me to stop?
For just a second. It is your place whether or not you apologize for it, though. If they take offense to something you say, that's their problem. Like, being offended is not your problem. Somebody else being offended is not your problem if you didn't do anything. That attitude pisses me off.
However, this situation was different for me because I really don't believe I did anything wrong or that I should have done anything differently. If I read something out of a book, then it's not in my words. I've done nothing to personally put down black people. I'm not going to censor the word either because I personally see that as a disrespect to the book, the author, and the setting which the book is attempted to represent. Now, those are just my morals, and if someone has morals that disagree with mine, then that's fine. But when people try to force their morals on others, or else they deserve to die, that's where I draw the line.
So this person seems like a normal, rational human being, which means that they are going to get run out of society pretty quickly here. They are fucked.
What baffled me most about the whole incident was the fact that literally everyone who was upset with me were white people, primarily girls, oddly enough. Despite the handful of black people in class that day, none of them were upset with me at all, and I was and still am close friends with them. The true irony in this entire situation, the way I see it, is that these white people trying to censor the word as if they're defending blacks end up sounding more racist than the person who said the word in the first place. Even an idiot can recognize whether or not a word was meant to be an insult based on the context. When a white person tries to act as though blacks can't handle hearing the word without breaking down and crying, they're effectively removing the agency from black people. Black people have agents?
Yeah, all of them.
I thought it was just athletes.
Yeah, black people.
Yeah, all of them. Which is clearly far more racist than someone who says the word because they're singing along with a song. I know that some of your listeners are going to hear this message and say, well, this asshole just wants an excuse to use the word because he's racist, obviously. But that couldn't be farther from the truth. I truly believe that if we stop stigmatizing words to protect black people, and if we protects in quotes, and if we recognize that blacks are just as strong and intelligent as the rest of us and treat that like the status quo, then we'll end up one step closer to true equality. What do you guys think of this? Was I wrong to do what I did? Is there some argument against reading bad words in a book that I'm unaware of?
All right. So.
All right, I'm retired. Goodbye.
So.
Couldn't he just say, couldn't he just said, is it racist to read the N-word in a book?
This person is way too intelligent to be listening to our show.
So he's racist.
So he wrote very well. He wrote, it was long, but it was to the point. It was concise. It was well thought out thing, right? Like, what are you doing listening to our show?
That's
Like,
what you're going to focus on?
Well, I mean, like every single message that you've read so far is like 40 fucking pages of run-on sentence, and then this one person comes in with a well-reasoned argument, and he seems like a decent human being. Like, you're fucked. You need to just keep your head down and try to, you know.
So I think we can answer this by a couple questions. Okay, what do you say, Bill Faulkner or William Faulkner? Or
Guy Fawkes.
Jeff
Yeah.
Foxworthy?
He was reading a Jeff Foxworthy book.
Okay, so if you're reading a Jeff Foxworthy book and it has the N-word in it, let's say that I ask you to read a paragraph from a classic Foxworthy joke, and it's got the N-word in it. Would you skip over it? Would you say an asterisk? Would you say the word? What would you do? It's classic literature.
Are you talking about on the show?
Okay, well, I'm not going to ask you to read it to me when it's just me and you in a room.
That would be awesome. So I'd like to say that I would read it, but I know that I wouldn't because
Okay. So that's what I figured you would say.
Yeah.
You're a pussy.
Right. No, yeah, no. You
No,
are
no, no,
100
no,
you are
no.
100% right. I
Okay,
mean,
so this guy
Mhm.
in a classroom setting. So let's say that you're now in class.
Yeah.
You're going to night school to learn how to
to weld.
yes.
We got to read Jeff Foxworthy books.
Okay, you're in night school learning how to weld, and part of the curriculum is the Redneck Roadshow or whatever the fuck they used to do.
I love this scenario.
All right, so that they're having you read You Might Be a Redneck.
Uh-huh.
And you get to the part where, let's see, if let's see, if you steal a truckload full of watermelons.
Uh-huh.
All right, so in this class of 14 other single dads learning how to weld, do you skip over the N-word or do you say it?
No, I would say it.
Okay, why would you say it there in public but not here in public?
Because the setting is completely different, and as far as I know, no one is recording this and going to clip it later to ruin my life. And and I 100% know how the internet works. Once I say something onto the internet, for the rest of my life, it can be clipped and attitudes change, and my life could be over in, you know, an instant if I say bad words. And I'm not morally strong enough to fight that. You know what I mean?
God,
Whether I disagree or agree, you know.
It fucking bothers me that that's your answer, but I don't
But
know
am I
that my
wrong?
answer is any different.
Right.
I mean, I don't even know.
If you think it bothers you, it bothers me because I know what's right and wrong.
Well, it bothers me that it bothers you. That it bothers me.
Right. I mean, I know that the idea of words that we're not allowed to say is horribly, horribly wrong. That's a terrible, terrible idea. But I don't have at this point. Yeah, I don't know. It's hard to.
Okay, what if we just on the count of three we both say it, get it out of the way.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, go. You pussy.
Right.
All right.
Yeah,
Oh,
I agree with this person. I think that this is all hysteria, and to think that literally saying a word, reading a word makes you a racist is a retarded idea. The concept is dumb. It reduces racism to nothing.
So normally this is where I get really frustrated with you
Mhm.
because you're saying it. My response, what I wanted to say to you was like, no shit, Anthony, just quit talking about it because you're not adding anything.
Yeah.
Everybody already knows that. But the problem is everybody doesn't already fucking know that. That's
Right.
the fucking problem. So
I would
that's-
say there's more than half people disagree with what I just said.
and they're stupid.
Yes.
And they also believe the earth is and Jesus is flat.
Flat Jesus.
Dear Flabby, will you guys ever go on tour with the official podcast? Yeah.
Yep. If they took us, sure, we'll be their opening act or whatever. Headliners or
we would have to
that works.
we would have to be the closers.
Why? Because
How
they
many-
shut down the show when when we're done.
Yeah. How many? Okay, let's say that there's 10,000 people in the audience to see the official podcast live.
Mhm.
How many would still be there by the time we got done?
None.
Right.
Like
so-
maybe 6.
Okay, so the answer to your question, probably not.
Really, the only tour that I'm interested in is if we can set up some kind of a porno theater tour. I really like that idea. I mean, we tried that before. I like that idea. Me and you go to the porno theaters and just do
Yeah,
our act
no,
for
I
guys
remember.
jacking off. That'd be great.
I remember.
And I kind of want the movie playing behind us while we're doing our show. Just turn the sound down a little bit.
Okay, so how many? You've been to a lot of them things. How many seats are there in an average Jack Shack?
I've only ever been to one with an actual theater, and I think there was probably 12 or 15 maybe.
Okay, so 12 seats. How much do I need to make to go to where are we going to do this at?
You're asking me how much you need to make? Don't you want to
No,
know how
I'm
much
ta- I'm
I
talking,
need to make?
I'm talking through it. I don't give a fuck. You might not make anything by the time I'm done. Where are we going to do this at? Where's our first stop?
Somewhere in Illinois.
Yeah, I was thinking
You're-
somewhere in Kansas.
You're coming here. We'll
Okay.
meet in the middle. What's between Illinois and Kansas? Nebraska?
Canada.
Canada.
I don't
All
know
right, we're gonna do
geometry.
this. We're gonna do this in Canada. Quebec.
Okay. So our audience is 12, and I want to make at least $10,000.
Mm-hmm.
So that's like $500 a piece.
Yep, that adds up.
Now, that doesn't leave anything for you.
I need
plus,
it.
plus travel.
I'll do it for $5,000 plus travel expenses
And I
and
need
a
somebody
merch
to
room for a merch table in the back.
I need to have somebody sort my M&Ms too.
Only green ones. So we need $15,000. You can have 10. I'll take 5. I don't care. We need $15,000 plus travel expenses, and yeah, I'll need some company for the night. So somebody's gonna have to take care of that.
I also want a router.
A router?
Yeah, a wood router.
Oh, I thought you meant like for the internet. What the fuck are you talking about? Here's your router.
All of our riders for our live tour are going to have different woodworking tools on them.
Awesome. That would be great, wouldn't it? Are we gonna have a tour manager? We need a tour manager.
What about Fritzy?
He can be our tour manager. Perfect. He's got to call the venues and set everything up.
But he has to do everything in the raccoon mask. He tested positive for COVID.
Really?
Yep.
I didn't know that raccoons could get that. That's crazy. I mean, you eat garbage, you're gonna get the garbage diseases. Is he still alive?
Oh. Dear Flabby and Flabby, which would you rather go without? All of your glands or all of your hands? Call me back. How many glands? So, like pituitary? Like I have to choke.
I'm not even sure what glands are. Like, I mean, I know like in theory what they are, but like in practice, what's a gland? Does that mean my wiener? Is my butthole a gland?
How many glands?
I mean, because I know how many hands I have. It's easy.
The endocrine system is made up of the endocrine glands that secrete hormones. Although there are 8 major endocrine glands scattered throughout the body, they are still considered to be one system because they have similar functions, similar mechanisms of influence, and many. So 8?
8.
Hold on, there's a picture. All right, there's 2 in your brain.
Well, I kind of need those.
Wait a minute. 1 just outside of your brain.
Need that one.
Your thyroid, which is in your throat.
Oh, I don't care about that one.
Your thymus, which is above your titties.
I don't care about that one.
Your adrenal gland, which is by your right organ.
My right organ?
Yeah.
Oh.
Your pancreas, which is by your left organ, your ovaries, and your testes.
My ovaries and my testes?
Okay, so do you want to lose 2 things from your brain, 1 from your throat, 1 from your heart, 1 by your right organ, your left organ, your ovary, and your testes, or your 2 hands?
My 2 hands. They can give me robot hands. I can crush shit.
Can't argue with that. Dear Flabbies, I deleted my only colored friend from high school off of social media because of all the Black Lives Matter crap he was posting. Does that make me a person of the white shade racist? Yes. So Woke Doug will tell you that you need to not only be friends with him now on Facebook, you also need to be friends with his auntie.
His auntie. Awesome. You really are woke. That was a good. Yeah, I'm going to have to disagree. I'm going to say that you're doing him a favor.
Hold on. You don't have a Facebook. You don't get a voice in this matter.
Okay. I'll sit this one out. Facebook's gay, so I'll sit this one out.
Dear Flabby and Doug, I know this isn't a question, but can you please give a shout out to my best friend?
Was there a question mark at the end? Because that sounds like a question.
Name redacted. He has always been there for me and helped me through tough times, and he always doesn't mind with babysitting my kids since he has 2 of his own. Anyway, my question is, should I still be friends with my best friend since the police arrested him for possession of Class A child pornography? Anyway, that's all. Bye.
Yeah. I mean, who cares what kind of porn he likes? It's Class A. It's no big deal. I don't even know. Is there different classes of child pornography?
I don't know. I'm tired of Googling. You Google.
Nope.
Okay, so Paul is his best friend.
Mm-hmm.
I do not want to turn this into like just screaming your random people's names.
Mm-hmm. I do.
But if you wanted Paul to get a proper shout out, there's a place you can have that done. Why don't you tell him about it, Anthony?
So if you want Paul to get the shout out that he deserves, have him sign up at patreon.com/who's right.
You don't have to say backslash. It makes it sound like it doesn't flow.
Do you want me to do this or do you want to do this?
Okay, you do yours and I'll do mine, and then
All right,
we'll have
shut
them
the
vote
fuck
on
up
which
then.
one's better.
How are we going to have the vote? We already know mine's better. Anyways, so if he needs to sign up for as much as he possibly can afford, because the amount that he signs up for is how loud his shout out is going to be. So if you really want him to get a shout out, he needs to make that donation high.
All right. So do you think Paul is the same person that was arrested for Class A child pornography?
Yeah, isn't that what he said?
Anyway, my question is, should I still be friends with my best friend since the police arrested him? Okay, so the only way he associated was by saying best friend, and I assume that he only has one best friend.
Ah, okay. Yeah. So, I mean, I would say, free babysitter is a free babysitter. You know what I mean? What's the problem?
Let's see. I don't know if I can go along with this.
No? What are you, scared about the welfare of your kids, pussy?
No. I was thinking that he should charge more if he's breaking them in. Do this. Wah, wah, wah.
I'm not going to, because that joke worked.
All right. Hello, Doug and Tony. My name is Murray. Last week, my friend Jacob sent in a message. He ridiculed me by spreading false claims and calling me a bad friend. Even Doug laughed at my name and said it wasn't real. So this week, I have logged into his account to try and get my own back. Please, could you shout at Jacob and say, see, they're just typing words and then want me to say words like I'm their fucking monkey.
Say it, Flabby.
Jacob, what the fuck is wrong with you? Murray is one of your best buddies and should be treated with the utmost respect. Don't forget he loves you. Think twice next time. Cheers, lads. Have a good one. I'll be watching you closely in the future, Doug. That's fucking creepy.
When somebody says cheers, lads, do you think they're from America?
Yes.
Does
Yeah.
anybody in America say that?
Missouri. It's real popular in Missouri.
You're just making that up. I'm gonna try and bring it back here though.
Dear Flabby, last night I had a nightmare. Flabby and Doug came to my house last night. It was really weird. Please help me. Flabby kept trying to grope my mom. Doug, you were cool, but Flabby, please stop.
Your mom's pretty hot. What can I say? See them titties. I don't know what the problem is.
Dear Flabby and Doug, is it gay for a man to get pegged by a woman? Why or why not? What we talk about this
we've
like
answered
every
this
week.
question. Yeah, every single week somebody asks that same exact question. What did I say last time? Whatever I said last time, that's what I say in this time. I don't remember.
You said it was gay. I said it wasn't.
There, that's the answer. We should cut up some of our old Flabby episodes and just hit play on the responses because some of these questions are the fucking same.
To be read by Anthony in the voice of this woman.
All right, you do me.
Hi, y'all. My name's
Is that
LaQuisha.
fucking Juliet Miranda?
I'm a plus-size transgender African-American fat activist from North Carolina. And y'all motherfuckers is racist. And don't expect me to apologize for telling the truth, son. I think it's Uncle Randy now. And I seen the little trick you did with that black podcaster, and I'm going to just say that this was the worst kind of reparations I've ever seen. What you really need is to hire me as your graphics designer and let me bring some black excellence to your show. I went ahead and made some art for you to show my skills I got from the graphics school. All right.
Do we need black excellence on our show?
I guess I look at these now. Hey, fuck, man. It's a shirt with our graphic on it, and it says black, fat, trans, gay, dildo smuggler, orangutan sex workers lives matter.
Just everything we've ever said.
I like it.
I like the idea of bringing black excellence to our show. I mean,
All right, LaQuisha, you're hired.
awesome.
Send me a message at patreon.com/who's right.
You don't have to say the slash. It doesn't flow.
No, it's backslash. It sounds stupid, especially because it's a forward slash.
My bad.
That's why we don't have any.
Because I give them the wrong address. They're like, I can't find it.
Okay. Now they're just being mean.
Oh, boy.
Dear fat ass and the guy that's got a receding hairline.
Damn. that is mean.
You know what's funny? When I read that, I'm like, my hairline's not receding.
Awesome.
So I found out recently that my mother actually has a penis and a vagina. So I was wondering if it's gay when she sticks it in my father's butt or if it's totally okay. And would it be wrong if I watched them? No, it's not gay.
No, it's not wrong.
Your dad can do anything he wants with your mom.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not gay. And it's perfectly acceptable. Not only that, yet I'll say normal for you to watch.
Heretofore. So as long as you're over the age of 18, you can watch and join in. It's only wrong if you're a kid and they're having you watch.
Pettick says that we should have a Cameo account.
Oh, okay. I mean, we do.
But we just never talk about it.
We have one, so sign up, I guess, or however that works.
I don't even know how to. I don't even know how to tell them how to get there. I think there's a link somewhere on our website.
Probably.
Sly, put a link on our website to our Cameo. Dear Faggy, lately I've been lacking the motivation to do shit. How can I go about finding motivation? Have you looked under your bed?
Maybe your mom hid it from you.
What do you do when you find yourself demotivated?
I'll let you know when I find myself motivated. I don't know if I'm demotivated all the time. I lost motivation probably 15 years ago and never got it back.
Out of curiosity, not related, how old is your oldest kid?
13.
Okay, cool. Okay, so find something that you really want to do
Mhm.
and then do it. See, I fixed it.
do All right. So do you have seriously? Do you have a lack of motivation? Do you think that you have a lack of motivation?
No.
Not at all.
Well, yes, sometimes
Okay. So what do you do about it? When
I
you
get up and do something.
really
I'm not being funny. That's
what like don't you understand? Do you not know what motivation means? Like if I'm sitting there and I'm like I feel like I don't feel like doing anything. I feel like not motivated to do anything. And your answer is be motivated. that doesn't even make any sense. Like that's like saying, I'm thirsty.
okay. How
be
about
thirsty.
this?
I don't.
How about this? So generally, people feel a lack of motivation because they feel overwhelmed.
Mhm.
Or I think I can safely say a lot of times people feel a lack of motivation because they feel overwhelmed.
Absolutely.
You're faced with a big task. You don't know where to start, so it's easier just to say, "I'm going to deal with it tomorrow, and I'm going to sit here and finish watching Grey's Anatomy tonight."
Right. Never seen Grey's Anatomy, but right.
I am I'm missing it right now.
Awesome.
So what I do is think, okay, so if I go out to the garage
Mhm.
and all I have to do is this one task, I'm going to get this one task done.
Mhm.
It may be a hundred step process to get through what it is that's overwhelming me.
Sure.
All I want to do is get through the first step.
Mhm.
And then I'll get done with that step and I'm like, you know what? I'll do step number 2 and I'll just keep breaking it down into steps,
Sure.
manageable chunks, get it done, and then before you know it, I'm half finished with the project and I've quit.
So that's actually pretty good advice, except up until the part where you quit. My problem is that I have a very difficult time seeing like if there's an overwhelming task, I have a very difficult time seeing like, okay, I'm going to do this. My mind always goes to, this is such a long process. If I do this little bit, I feel like I'm chipping away at something that's huge and I'm not making any accomplishment. So that all of that process goes through my head before I even get off the couch. You know what I mean?
Right. But that's why you've got to break it down into smaller tasks and if you could just get that one thing accomplished,
Mhm.
then that makes you feel good. You feel all motivated,
Sure.
showed progress and all that happy bullshit.
You're so gay.
Quit being a faggot and go out to the garage. Dear Flabby, I was out partying with my boys. After snorting 3 lines of meth and huffing 6 cans of nitrous, one of my bros pulled out a needle which he used to shoot meth into his cock.
Escalated quickly.
The needle was passed around, and before it got to me, my gay friend used it. I refused to use it after that fag because I don't want AIDS. When I explained why I didn't shoot up, they called me a pussy. They don't want to party with me anymore unless I get over my fear of contracting AIDS without having sex with a dude, which they think is impossible. P.S. We are all broke, so my friend can't afford a blood test to confirm he does or does not have AIDS.
That's where you go. Like if you get a blood test, I'll shoot up with your needle. get better friends.
No, just buy your own needle.
Oh yeah, or get better friends or buy your own needles. There you go. Wow, that's a shitty situation to be in.
Okay, so let's pretend for a second that this actually all happened, and this guy isn't
just bullshitting.
Right. Okay. So you're at a party. I'm assuming this party you're out in the woods. This is the type of party that would be in the woods. It wouldn't be in a house. I'm in my mind. Fritzy's there. Okay. So you're standing around the fire. Everybody's went home. You've snorted your 3 lines of meth and you've huffed your 6 cans of nitrous.
Mm-hmm.
And then somebody pulls out their little baggie. And you're sitting there holding your dick, or you're watching your buddy, and he jabs the needle of heroin into his dick, pulls it out, and then hands it to you. Okay, so just remember, Fritzy's in the background and this
dancing in the moonlight.
All right, so Eugen looks at you and he says, "Here, it's your turn." Are you going to say, "Well, I'm not doing that. He's gay"? Like,
the last thing on my mind is AIDS. right? I don't care about that. The first thing in my mind, you literally just pulled a needle out of your dick. I'm not putting that in my body. I don't AIDS, no AIDS, super cancer. I don't care.
Is it because it makes you gay?
Yes. That means your dick touched my dick.
That's rule 27.
Right.
If anything, okay, so if
Dick to dick if that's like sharing underwear basically.
it's funny you said that. That's exactly what I was going to say. If you find yourself in a situation where I can't even come up with a situation that this would happen, but you have to put on a dirty pair of underwear that somebody else just wore. Does that make you gay?
Yes. Yeah, like if we were out in the woods and like I got attacked by a lion and the lion ate my underwear and I didn't want to walk through and you had 2 pair of underwear on.
Go on.
I mean, I don't want to walk through the woods with no underwear. And you've got 2 pair.
Okay, in this scenario, am I wearing boxers or am I wearing white tidy whities?
Tidy whities with boxers over. No, boxers with tidy whities over them.
What about a thong?
You
Okay, I'm wearing a pair of tidy whities and a thong, and I'm giving you the thong.
This is perfect. None of this is gay. It's an emergency. Oh my gosh.
Wire Knight wants to know if we drink milks.
I drink almond milk, not regular milk.
You are so fucking gay.
What?
What the fuck? Everything about you, man. Your coffee, your music, your milk. You drink gay milk.
Milk.
You have a kid, right? Like a boy?
Yes.
God, you know you're teaching him wrong.
What? Okay.
He is gonna be he is gonna get that surgery.
Oh shit. So if I drink milk, it makes me super, super phlegmy and it makes me
so
fucking nasty. I don't like it. So I drink not milk. And the only time I drink it is when I have cereal, actually. But so okay. I'll take the hit. I don't know.
Okay, are you gonna teach your kid how to fight?
No, of course not.
You treat fights like fire. Just stop, drop, and roll.
No.
Cover your glands.
We've had this conversation a million times. Fighting to get your way is a terrible, terrible thing to do. You shouldn't.
Fighting to stop somebody from beating you up is a great thing to do. It's a great thing to teach your kids.
Yeah. That's not what you asked me, though.
I said, are you going to teach your kids to fight? I didn't say you're going to teach your kids to use violence to impose their will on people.
That's what fighting is.
Oh, okay.
So there's a huge difference between defending yourself and fighting. Huge difference.
Okay, if you're walking down the street and there's a black guy beating up a white guy, are you going to say, hey, there's a fight? Or are you going to say, hey, there's a white guy defending himself the way that his dad taught him, sipping on his almond milk and his faggot coffee?
I'm going to say all of what you just said. Whatever you just said, that's exactly what I'm going to say. Especially the sipping on his faggot coffee part.
You're there with on your French press. And I bet when you drink coffee, your fucking pinky comes up, don't it?
Doesn't yours?
No, I drink black coffee.
Of course you do.
All right.
All right.
Dear Flatty.
Flatty?
Yep.
All right.
Through the podcast, I met a friend. He introduced me to some of his friends, one of whom I've been talking to every day for a while. She's 18 or 19. I forget. I'm about to be 24.
Mm-hmm.
He's black.
All right.
I'm about to be 24. I never intended on flirting with her, but she's made a few suggestive, flirtatious comments.
Mm-hmm.
I tried to brush past them because of the age difference, but she's very attractive, and I'm not sure what to do. Today I said, fuck you. She said, you won't do it. Am I a bad person for responding, I will? It's not illegal, but is it morally wrong to fuck her? Thank you.
No.
P.S. John sucks at podcasting.
Awesome. I think we need to throw that out there a little bit more. I'm curious what you think.
She's 18 or 19? No, it's fine. 24? That's not
Yeah.
even like a noticeable age difference.
Nope, not at all.
Fuck her 6 ways to Sunday,
That's
man.
what I'm saying. Like I wouldn't even if she's 18 or 19 and you're 70 and she's willing to fuck you, fucking hit it. I mean, what's the problem? I don't understand.
Okay. Assuming in this scenario you're not married,
Mhm.
right? Would you fuck a 20-year-old,
Yes,
a 19-year-old,
yes,
an 18-year-old,
yes.
a 17-year-old?
No,
Okay. Now, what if it's a 17-year-old in Missouri where it's legal?
yes.
Okay. Saudi Arabia, or wherever it was that you could fuck a 7-year-old.
If she's hot, maybe. I mean, I wouldn't go after it, but if she came on to me,
But you won't say the N-word?
yeah, go ahead and clip that.
Oh, fuck. I don't.
Oh God.
Okay. Luke the Duke. Have you guys ever had a dog? What do you think of how man turned a ferocious wolf into a loyal companion? Also, Labrador or a Golden Retriever, Rottweiler or German Shepherd, Poodle or the Taco Bell dog. So we have like a fucking.
That's like 12 questions.
We need more money to answer all.
Yeah. Yes, I've had a dog. I have a dog currently. I'm not a fan of Rottweilers or poodles necessarily. I like Taco Bell dog because I like little dogs because I like cats. I'm a cat guy, so like I like little dogs better, like a little lap dog.
Yeah, we currently have 4 dogs, 2 pit bulls, a Chihuahua, and a black lab.
Chihuahuas, I like Chihuahuas. I did like Chihuahuas until my niece got a Chihuahua. I fucking hate Chihuahuas. They're fucking terrible. They're like yippy and like just aggressive and mean. They got like little man syndrome.
Yeah, she's a cunt.
Yeah, yeah, terrible.
But she's so fucking cute.
Oh yeah, I mean they look awesome, but we have a Maltipoo, like a half Maltese, half poodle, but she's little, like the size of a cat. That's the kind of dog I like.
Thank you for that super chat, Luke the Duke.
Luke the Duke.
Dear Flabby, my girlfriend of 2+ years recently got hit by a car and got around $20,000 from the insurance settlement. How do I count her out of this money?
Awesome. Fuck, I don't know. Just fuck. I don't know. I'm not good at counting people. I don't know. Just spend it. Just spend it without her knowing somehow. I don't fucking know. $20,000 isn't very much. Hopefully she didn't get permanently injured.
No, so that's not helping him. Okay. We've got to be able to come up with a way to get him 5,000 out of it.
You think?
I got it.
All right.
No, I was going to try to plug our Patreon again, but
Donate 5,000 to our Patreon.
I was going to say that we could launder the money for him.
Well, you can't say that. You just ruined the whole thing.
Right, but I bailed on the premise, so it's fine.
So yeah, get a hold of us. So do you? It depends on if you have a joint account. How long were you with your wife before you got a joint savings account or checking account, whatever?
Oh, before we were married, actually.
Yeah, no, same with me. I mean, we bought a house when we were together for like a year or two.
Okay,
like
so
that.
stealing and scamming is two different things. It'd be real easy to steal money from her. That's not what he wants.
He wants to scam her, so she doesn't know. So
or at least so she doesn't try to fucking get money back in court or something.
What I would do is get one of them Nigerian princes to send her an email. That always seems to work, doesn't it?
What if he was to just? I don't care. I don't know.
I don't know.
Dear Flabby, how much would it cost to have phone sex with one of you? With love, Wing Wong.
Not, I don't know. I'd do it for $3.99 a minute. $4.99 a minute.
I kind of want this to happen.
Yeah.
I would be very interested, but I need to have visuals of both. I want to see, that's fine. Maybe I'm gay, but I want to see the guy actually jerking off and then you on the other end going,
Awesome. So for visuals, it's going to be $8.99 a minute.
okay. So serious question. How much would it cost for you to be on the phone with me or Wing Wong to jerk off to completion?
Those are two different things. You or Wing Wong.
Wing Wong.
I'd do it for $50 probably. I figure I'm worth $50.
And that's not gay?
No. I'm here. He's wherever he is. How's that gay? I'm not going to touch him. I'm not going to jack him off.
But you've got to talk him through it.
Yeah. Talk. I talk all the time.
You think you're going to talk about music?
That was my plan.
Well,
I'm going to talk about
it is
heterosexual
gay.
sex. We're going to talk about nothing but heterosexual sex.
Oddly enough, this Dear Flabby, does almond milk come from almonds or am I retarded? Why can't it be both?
Yes, it does, and yes, you are. Yes, almond milk comes from almonds, and it's not really milk. I think how they make it is they just take like 6 almonds and they soak it in 14 gallons of water, and that's it. And
They
you
don't
have
milk
almond
them?
milk. No, like, nope.
Tommy
just-
has a suggestion
soak
for the last one.
All right.
Buy a car, have her pay for it, and tell her it would be in her best interest to put it in his name. And then
And then what? That's the whole thing? Then you have a car.
yeah, but
and
then
you're-
you sell the car.
Oh. But then what do you tell her? Like, oh, I sold the car.
Someone stole the car. It's caught up in insurance.
It's
I don't know. It's a whole thing.
It's a whole thing.
You can get out of pretty much anything by just saying, I don't know, it's a whole thing.
I don't know. The police are looking into it.
I got AIDS at a drifter party by a guy drifter shooting cum on the table, and I chopped it up and snorted it like Coke, and now I have AIDS. How do I tell my wife of 15 years?
What was she at the party? It'd be pretty easy if she was at the party. Just say, hey, remember that guy at the party that came on the table?
So this is from my email.
Wait, what?
So
It was from you?
apparently
How's that work?
I snorted some Coke some cum. I don't know. Whatever.
What the fuck are
Well-
you saying to me?
I'm telling you, it just says from doug.who'srightpodcast@gmail.com.
How the fuck
can-
did you get hacked?
No, you can just type in any email address you want.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Dear Flabby, my girlfriend farted next to me. Women don't fart, so is she a tranny?
Don't you know fast food makes girls fart? No. I mean, yes, she's a tranny because girls don't fart. Yes, absolutely. Have you seen her dick?
How big is her dick?
Did you check inside of her?
No, depending on how big her dick is, will tell you if she's a tranny or not.
Yeah. Does she have broad shoulders?
She's got to have
dead giveaway.
over 8 inches to be considered a tranny. Other than that, she's just a fetish. All right, hold on. I need water for this one. It's a long one.
Did we make it through all 100 and whatever of them?
No. No.
No.
All right, dear Flabby, I was only 9 years old. I loved Shrek so much. I had all the merchandise and movies. I pray to Shrek every night, thanking him for the life I've been given. Shrek is love. I say Shrek is life. My dad hears me and calls me a faggot. I knew he was just jealous of my devotion to Shrek. I called him a cunt. He hits me and sends me to sleep. I'm crying now and my face hurts. I lay in bed, really cold. I feel something warm. It's Shrek. I was so happy. He whispers in my ear, "This is my swamp." He grabs me with his ogre hands and puts me on my hands and knees. I'm ready. I spread my ass cheeks for Shrek. He penetrates my butthole. It hurts so much, but I do it for Shrek. I can feel my butt tearing and my eyes watering. I want to please Shrek. He roars a mighty roar as he fills my butt with his love. My dad walks in. Shrek looks him straight in the eye and says, "It's all ogre now."
What?
Shrek leaps through my window. Shrek is love. Shrek is life.
So,
Okay, next question. We need Brady here.
okay, next question. So, did you ever in your life think that you would be reading
No, not.
erotic Shrek fan fiction?
Oh, yes.
I mean, I think that tops that's the show, right? I mean, you just literally read some 14-year-old kid's erotic Shrek fan fiction. That's how do we top that? How does that? How is that any different than when they used to draw like the Simpsons fucking each other? Remember that? It's kind of like that.
That shit was funny.
Yeah. Is your Shrek fan fiction funny?
Dear Flabby, I saw this in a porn video and I want your thoughts on if it would work. Basically, the guy said that he got his test results back for a terminal illness and he said he got it. He asked this girl to suck him off as his final wish, and then afterwards she read the letter and it says the test was negative. But the guy claims that he thought negative meant it was bad and he had the illness. I want to try this with coronavirus. Will it work?
You trying to get a blowjob because you got corona? Is that what you're? Yeah, that should work. I mean, people.
Think?
Yeah, as long as she wears a mask or you wear a mask or something. I don't know. As long as somebody wears a mask, people don't care.
Okay, so if you were to go in and tell your wife that you think you have corona,
Mm-hmm.
suck my dick,
Mm-hmm.
she'll go for that?
Yeah.
If you have corona, she'll suck my dick.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't even think I have to have corona. She's good to go.
Let's just hook this shit up. I didn't know she was DTF.
Yeah. She's good to go, man.
Is she watching?
No, I don't know. Maybe.
Hi, Miss Anthony.
Oh.
Are your kids watching?
Duh, of course. They wouldn't miss an episode.
Dear Flabby and Fat Abby,
I want to be Fat Abby.
I made an apple-infused syrup for drink mixing, but can't think of anything to go with it. Being a former alcoholic and a current alcoholic, I figure that you two can recommend me good options. If they both suck, I'll kick an old woman down a flight of steps and mention to the police your degenerate show as the instigator.
Sweet. That would be nice of you.
Okay, so take your apple-infused syrup
Mhm.
and dump it down the fucking drain and open a Busch Light.
God, you're gay. You are so uncultured.
Okay, now, so I figured that was going to be your response, and I'm fully prepared to hear that.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard it. Move on.
Mhm.
What's yours?
So there's this liquor called LeBlanc.
I
would mix it with that and a little bit of lime. So apple and lime and LeBlanc, a little bit of sugar. It's good to go.
Okay, so I would like to change my answer.
Mhm.
One of my favorite drinks when I was drinking.
Mhm.
So you still have to dump this shit down the sink. But
yeah, we're not using this apple shit.
I used to mix Rumpelmitz and Jägermeister. I enjoyed that.
Really?
Half and half. Also,
You know what?
Captain Morgan and Mountain Dew taste just like cream soda, A&W cream soda. That'll fuck you up like Percocet.
I used to mix Dr. Pepper with Bailey's Irish cream, you know?
Yeah.
That tastes like a fucking Tootsie Roll type shit. Oh, so good.
Okay, so you are like a whiskey connoisseur, right?
I like whiskey. Does that make me
Then
a
how come you
connoisseur?
just talk about these fucking foo-foo faggy drinks?
I don't know. What do you want to know? You want to know what my favorite whiskey is? Is that what you're asking me?
No, I want you to not be so sure of your sexuality that you admit to drinking LeBlanc.
Do you even know what LeBlanc is? It's fucking good.
Is it as good as what's that shit that tastes like Cinnamon Toast Crunch milk?
Oh, horchata, rum shata.
Oh, that shit's so good.
Yes. Yes, it is. That shit's amazing.
Dear Flabby and Flabbier,
Mhm.
in case if my story was too long to read, too long didn't read, I came inside my girlfriend because my dog licked my balls and I'm scared shitless of possibly getting her preggers. What do? Didn't we answer that
Yes.
like 5 minutes ago or something?
Yes.
Okay. Dear Yo Flabba Flabba,
That was awesome.
my girlfriend's birthday is coming up soon and I had no idea what to get her, so I took her anywhere she wanted and let her get anything. Usually we would go to the mall or something, but she insisted in going into Barnes & Noble. 45 minutes later, I spent $80 on books, something I never suspected, and I didn't even get my dick sucked. What should I do? PSA, they were
Public service announcement.
they were all political books, and she got one about religion. Oh, break up with her.
I was going to go in a different direction. I was going to say read the books, but breaking up with her is just as good, I guess.
Okay, so if you take it, how long you been married?
16 years, 15 years.
Okay, so if you go out in the living room right now and tell your wife, hey, we're going to do anything that you want, anything,
Mhm.
and you go to Barnes & Noble and she gets books on politics and religion, you'd break up with her.
Right. What's wrong with politics and religion? I love politics and religion.
Because if you offer somebody the chance to do anything
Mhm.
and they want to go get books,
Mhm.
books is a solitary activity. You're giving them the chance
you
to
are
do
such
anything.
a fucking simpleton.
You're giving them a chance to do anything.
Uh-huh.
And what they say is,
Books.
I want to do it. I want to do anything but hang out with you.
Have you ever been to a bookstore? You ever read a book? Me and my wife go to the bookstore all the time together.
You're so gay. Your wife's probably gay too.
Oh yeah, maybe.
Does she like dick?
Yeah.
Bag. You want to do another one?
One more.
All right. Oh, dear Flabby, about 3 years ago, my aunt got remarried. This guy is an obnoxious wagon burner. I'm Indian, so it's not racist.
I've never heard the term wagon burner. It sounds cool.
My first experience with him was when he dragged me to his music room full of crappy Chinese knockoff guitars and amps and forced me to uncomfortably watch him struggle to play Metallica. It sounds like Boomer Bob. He likes to show off his stuff to everyone and will drag anyone he meets into his room to watch him play his failed band's music. A couple of months ago, my grandfather passed, and when I visited my grandmother, she opened up to me and told me that the day of the funeral, this fucking Navajo pulled her aside to show her something on his phone. He then showed her pictures of my grandfather as he was dying and pictures of him dead in the hospital bed. It sickens me to know this asshole has pictures of my dead grandpa on his computer. I feel like I need to tell someone. Should I tell someone or just wait till everyone is around at a reunion and call him out then? I'm 17, and this guy is pushing 68, so fighting him might not look so good for me. Also, I'm interested in synthesizers, but don't want people to think I'm gay. How does Anthony deal with it?
Where are three completely unrelated things, and the question is, how do we deal with what?
Okay, hold on. So about 3 years ago, my aunt got remarried. The guy is an obnoxious wagon burner. My first experience with him was when he dragged me to his music room full of crappy Chinese knockoff. He likes to show. Okay, so that's
So
just
he's the one that has the pictures of his grandpa?
Yes.
Okay, so I didn't make that connection. It was like two totally separate things in my mind. Wagon burner. That's all I can. I don't fucking wagon burner. I don't.
Put your wagons in the shed first off.
Yeah. So he has cheap.
I'm going to translate this. Okay.
Okay. All right.
So I'm 17.
Uh-huh.
I live in Kansas, so it's illegal to fuck me. Keep that in mind.
All right.
That's important.
Uh-huh.
I want your motives to be pure.
They always are.
Okay. So I'm 17 years old, and somebody has a picture of my dead grandpa on their phone.
Uh-huh.
And he just married into the family.
Okay.
And he showed them pictures to my grandma.
Mm-hmm.
without her asking. Just, hey, look what I got. Pictures of
Yeah,
your
yeah.
dead husband.
Yeah.
How do I deal with that?
Beat the hell out of him.
But he said, I'm 17 and this guy's 68, so fighting him might not look so good.
Who cares how it looks? You're going to be charged as a minor. You're good.
You just said that there's no this kid probably had a dad like you and didn't teach him how to fight. Throw some almonds at him.
Yeah, throw some almond milk in his eye. Oh shit! No, I don't know. I mean, that is fucked up. Showing fucking your grandma dead pictures of her, of your grandpa. It's weird. I don't know what the fuck to do. Talk to him like, hey, don't do that. Delete the pictures, bitch. That's what you say.
So in reality, I'm trying to think if I would care. So this guy's part of the family, so I don't know that, and maybe it's old Native American culture to take pictures on your cell phone. I don't know. You got to keep the demons out.
It's old Native American culture. It's back from the good old days. Fuck, man. If I'm just going by how I feel, I wouldn't care, but I know that that's not normal. I know most people probably would care.
Do you still have grandma?
Yes.
Okay, so if she's sitting over there crying, and you got some guy in fucking full headdress and shit, and he's saying, "Look at this."
He's dancing around the room.
Oh yeah. Will you look at this? Will you?
So that's okay. So that's different.
Of course, and now it's raining. So you've got that to deal with.
Yeah. So that's different. If my grandma's sitting there crying and he's shoving this thing in her face, that's different. But I mean, if it was just like a look at this picture and the grandma's like, ugh, and like walks away. What I mean, it all depends on the scenario,
Okay, yeah. So this was a couple months ago. When I visited my grandmother, she opened up to me and told me that the day of the funeral, this fucking Navajo pulled her aside to show her something on his phone. Okay, so the grandma's distraught.
Yeah. It can obviously she waited a few months to tell him because she didn't know how she felt about it. She was upset, wasn't sure if she should say something. So
Okay,
the guy should say something.
If he doesn't feel comfortable, if he's 17, he doesn't feel comfortable beating up a 68-year-old Indian.
Mm-hmm.
What if he was to hire a cowboy?
Like a John Wayne impersonator. That would be awesome. I hired this John Wayne impersonator to beat you up.
All right, Pilgrim. I hear you been.
That's my advice. Hire a John Wayne impersonator.
All right, yeah.
Maybe not beat him up. Maybe just to intimidate him. A John Wayne impersonator to intimidate him.
Okay, that's all.
And if you like synthesizers, you should get a synthesizer.
Oh yeah, okay. Also, I'm interested in synthesizers, but don't want people to think I'm gay. How does Anthony deal with it?
Same way I deal with everything else. I just don't give a fuck. If you like synthesizers, you should buy one. And if you're afraid that people might think you're gay, just don't talk about it.
That's your honest.
That's it. I mean, if that's what you're worried about, do what you want to do and don't ask, don't tell.
Is there any correlation to that? Like in real life, do people think that people that like synthesizers are gay?
I don't think so. I don't know.
So it's just specific to you then?
Yeah. People just think I'm gay. I don't know why.
Yeah, I other than like maybe the trombone or something, I think trombone players are gay.
Do you? You ever watch any of them ska bands play? I think trombone players are awesome.
Yeah, the only trombone players I know are from high school.
See, so it's all just tainted by your experience. I think tuba players are gay. There's no way you can be...
Oh, yeah, tuba. All horns are gay.
There's no way you can look cool and play the tuba.
What about the guy that plays the fucking triangle?
I think that guy's okay. As long as he's got a nice suit and tie.
Okay, so we need to break this down. I don't know what instruments
are gay.
Instruments are in high school band. Okay, flutes, gay or not gay?
Gay.
Oboes,
Gay.
clarinets,
Gay.
alto,
Yeah, gay. I don't know what it is, but gay.
baritone saxophone.
Gay.
It says alto, tenor, and occasionally baritone saxophones.
All. That one's just by.
Bassoons.
Don't know what that is, but gay.
I don't know. I think it sounds
What a
like
buffoon. Is it a horn? Do you blow into it?
it says it's a woodwind, so I assume that you use your mouth.
Yeah, if you use your mouth, it's gay.
Okay. Tubas,
Gay.
trombones,
Gay.
trumpets,
Gay.
French horns.
Sounds gay. The girl that I knew in high school that played the French horn is the girl that worked at the whorehouse. She was in band, she played the French horn, and then she went to Vegas and she's a whore.
Oh, I was like, what fucking whorehouse? I lived there for my whole life. I didn't know about no fucking whorehouse other than
She was the one that was on TV on that Showtime special. She used to play French horn. I used to walk home from school with her every day. I've told that story a million times.
I'm still stuck on I forgot there was a whorehouse down in downtown across the river from you.
There was?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I went there.
Did you really? I think so. They ran a like video store out front, right?
No, obviously there's a different one.
Okay. Yeah, I must not have went there then. Anyways,
I thought she really liked me.
she did.
Let's see. What do we got? What's today's Sunday? So episode on Wednesday,
Yep.
right?
Yes.
In the meantime, go to patreon.com/who's right. We've got like 476 bonus episodes. By the time you can prove me wrong on that number, you will already be signed up and we will have gotten your money.
How long have we been doing this? Are we going on 5 years or going on 4 years?
3 years and 7 months.
Is that right?
Yes.
Damn. That's crazy talk, man.
We're still not any fucking good at it.
We're the best. We're better than the rest. So we are in the top 100% of podcasts. As far as our success level, we are in the top 100% of podcasts. I've never looked at podcast statistics, so I have no idea where we're actually at, or even how they determine if you're successful or not.
You're not too far off.
Good.
All right. Thank you, everybody.
Thanks for listening. Thanks for sending in the Dear Flabbies. Keep them coming if you want us to answer them. Bye.
Bye.